Career Options and Salaries for Graphic Communications majors. Creative careers. There are many creative careers out there for someone with a degree in graphic communications. The possibilities are practically endless within the field of graphic design. There are, however, a lot of popular job titles you will find within the design industry, besides just graphic designer, which often acts as an umbrella term for many different types of design positions. These more commonly found job titles include brand identity designer, marketing designer, package designer, illustrator, publication designer, print designer, multimedia designer, web designer, photographer, and creative director. Each of these positions offers its own unique focus and specialties to the world of design. Brand identity designer. Brand identity designers make a national average of $73,039 a year, or roughly $35 an hour. The lowest paid make $23,500 a year, while the highest paid make $144,500 a year. Brand identity designers use strategy to create a brand or image. This is done to influence public perception of a client. Some of what they do includes telling a client's story through their brand, designing logos, color palettes, typography, and image styles, developing brand guidelines for clients to carry their brand across multiple platforms, designing corporate materials like business cards, company letterheads, brochures, and sometimes websites, apps, and social media elements. They also develop adaptable design choices that can be carried into future design applications and will stay relevant for years to come. Some special skills and traits that are recommended for a brand identity designer are strategic thinking and having a strong imagination, being able to approach a design from all sides, good research skills and ability to keep up with current design trends, experience with Adobe Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop. Marketing designer. Marketing designers make a national average of $69,425 a year, or $33 an hour. The lowest paid make $33,000 a year, while the highest paid make $93,500 a year. Marketing designers design for marketing strategies or advertisement campaigns and often focus on engaging a specific target audience. Some of what they do includes creating designs that promote or communicate a marketing goal, creating designs for print, digital, and potentially more platforms. These include things like flyers, magazine ads, posters, billboards, infographics, brochures, signage, email ads, social media ads, and images for websites or blogs. But there are also many more possibilities. Marketing designers may need to take additional time to research a target audience by doing things like conducting studies, interviews, and collecting statistical data. Some special skills and traits that are recommended for a marketing designer are strategic thinking and the ability to research, ability to keep up with current design trends and future design trends, considering how design choices will impact viewers from an ethical standpoint, knowledge about how to target an audience effectively, ability to work with some motion graphics, and experience with Adobe Illustrator, InDesign, Photoshop, and After Effects. Package designer. Package designers make a national average of $65,010 a year, or $31 an hour. The lowest paid make $21,500 a year, while the highest paid make $131,500 a year. Package designers design for the distribution and sale of products and tell brand stories through packaging design. Some of what they do includes creating concepts for the purpose of connecting with an audience, creating photos, illustrations, and positioning text for a package layout, developing mock-ups and print-ready files. Package designers may create designs for a specific product type, such as exclusively bottles, or for many different product types, including boxes, bags, bottles, and more. Some special skills and traits that are recommended for a package designer are knowledge of print processes, understanding of industrial design processes, good understanding about what makes a strong, cohesive layout, and experience with Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, and possibly InDesign. Illustrator. Illustrators make a national average of $57,297 a year, or $28 an hour. The lowest paid make $21,500 a year, while the highest paid make $131,500 a year. Illustrators create imagery that conveys a feeling or depicts an action in place of or to complement words or text. Some of what they do includes creating covers or accompanying imagery for books, graphic novels, and comics, making attention-grabbing images for things like magazines, newspapers, or posters, creating storyboards for animation or movie-making purposes. Illustrators may also make technical, medical, or educational illustrations, often what you see found in instruction manuals and textbooks. Some special skills and traits that are recommended for becoming an illustrator are having patience and persistence to complete very time-consuming and detailed projects, knowledge of traditional art mediums, and of course good drawing skills, knowledge of shading and color, an eye for accuracy and detail, and experience with Adobe Illustrator is also helpful. Publication designer. Publication designers make a national average of $66,001 a year, or roughly $32 an hour. The lowest paid make $22,500 a year, while the highest paid make $149,000 a year. Publication designers design for newspapers, magazines, catalogs, books, and booklets. Some of what they do includes creating layouts for both print and digital purposes, working with typography, selecting and editing accompanying photographs for articles. Publication designers are also responsible for noticing any grammatical errors in the articles they are working with. Some special skills and traits that are recommended for a publication designer are knowledge on how to create a successful layout, good communication, organization, and grammar skills, ability to work quickly and efficiently to meet publication deadlines, knowledge of typography and color management, and experience with Adobe InDesign, Photoshop, and Illustrator. Print Designer. Print designers make a national average of $55,684 a year, or $27 an hour. The lowest paid make $14,500 a year, while the highest paid make $86,000 a year. Print designers create designs for the sole purpose of sending in for physical print and are responsible for the pre-printing stage in a printing process. Some of what they do includes creating designs for things like business cards, banners, brochures, flyers, labels, posters, shopping bags, menus, and t-shirts. They also develop logos or format previously existing logos for printing purposes. They create layouts. Print designers may also need to discuss with clients about their needs and what is possible with a specified printing process, as well as clearly communicate and format design choices for those who produce the physical prints. Some special skills and traits that are recommended for a print designer are a strong knowledge of print processes, good understanding of layouts and typography, ability to collaborate with others responsible for different steps in a printing process, and experience with Adobe Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop. Multimedia Designer. Multimedia designers make a national average of $58,838 a year, or $28 an hour. The lowest paid make $22,000 a year, while the highest paid make $104,500 a year. Multimedia designers work with video footage and motion to create unique design effects. Some of what they do includes creating visual and special effects for movies, television, or video games, designing interactive presentations and motion graphics for display or advertising, creating animations and 3D designs. Multimedia designers may also edit video footage and combine film clips together. Some special skills and traits that are recommended for a multimedia designer are good organization and planning skills, 3D modeling experience and good drawing skills if going into animation, web skills such as coding, programming, or social media skills. Multimedia designers also need to be patient and to be able to persevere when presented with repetitive and incredibly time-consuming tasks. Experience with Adobe After Effects, Premiere, Photoshop, and Illustrator is also recommended. Web Designer. Web designers make a national average of $60,263 a year, or $29 an hour. The lowest paid make $20,500 a year, while the highest paid make $114,000 a year. Web designers create websites and web design elements while taking into consideration how to target the right market for that website and how to make it user-friendly. Some of what they do includes creating website layouts and selecting the right colors and fonts to use for the site, creating responsive and user-focused sites, coding and adding additional navigational elements to websites, creating wireframes and web mockups. Web designers also come up with unique and creative web solutions that set their sites apart from any others of the same type. Photographer. Photographers make a national average of $43,394 a year, or about $21 an hour. The lowest paid make $14,000 a year, while the highest paid make $102,000 a year. Photographers take and edit photographs for art and design purposes. Some of what they do includes using artificial and natural lighting to take photos, photographing a variety of different subject matters, taking stills for motion graphics and motion pictures, controlling photography environments like photography studios. Photographers also edit their photos by doing things like cropping, lighting adjustment, and removing objects. Most photographers also develop their own photos through various processes that are maybe needed to develop the photos. Some special skills and traits that are recommended for photographers are knowing how to use a professional camera, knowing how to take well-produced photos with natural lighting adjustments and angles, being able to use Adobe Photoshop or other photo editing software to edit photos, and knowing how to develop photos or get them prepared for digital formats. Creative director, sometimes also called art director. Creative directors make a national average of $87,661 a year, or roughly $42 an hour. The lowest paid make $21,000 a year, while the highest paid make $158,500 a year. Creative directors typically lead and manage a team of other designers. This is a job position that most designers only become eligible for when they achieve several years of both design and industry-related job experience. Some of what they do includes inspiring and encouraging their team of designers, leading brainstorming and creative sessions, as well as determining the overall vision of the creative project, managing schedules, timelines, and budgets, maintaining client relationships. Creative directors also assist other designers in different areas of a project where extra assistance is needed due to timelines and budgets and being able to meet deadlines. There could be a variety of different issues that would arise that a creative director would need to step in and assist their team. Some special skills and traits that are recommended for a creative director are strong leadership skills and a vivid imagination, ability to look at a design strategy from multiple angles, strong knowledge of a variety of different design softwares, good organization, communication skills, and the ability to work with others, design-related wisdom, and several, sometimes decades of design-related job experience. I used a variety of helpful web sources in this presentation. I recommend using ZipRecruiter's salary analysis if you want more in-depth and more area-specific data regarding how much you can expect to be paid for a specific creative career after graduating. There are many more design positions which I was not able to cover in this presentation due to the vast amount of design positions that exist. There are also many graphic design jobs that combine two or more of the job titles above into the same position. So a graphic designer does not need to commit only to one field within the industry, and can possess and perfect skills across many different areas. I hope that the information that I've provided has made you more knowledgeable on what kind of jobs to expect after graduation and some of the skills you will need to perfect in order to get them and kickstart your career. Thank you very much for watching.